Hello everyone, this is Ninja. This is episode 34 of Ninja Feeds the Beast. And I'm going to mess around with a little bit of Thaumcraft again today. I want to add some arcane levitators to this area right here. This has been annoying me for quite some time. I mean, it's nice sometimes. It works okay sometimes, but other times I drop down and I dropped down one level too far. It'd be nice just to kind of have something where it makes you float a little bit, so you can have a little bit more time to control your descent, so you can kind of get to whatever floor you want. That and having it automatically like lift you up would be nice too, so you don't even have to fly up. I've been messing around with the Thaumcraft nodes a little bit because something happened when I switched between Ultimate Pack version 1.0.1 to 1.0.2. I think that's when my nodes got lost. There used to be a node which was like right here, I think, because it was between these two trees that were here from the get-go. I grew this tree, so it had its own node, but as you can see, it only has 56 Vs in the aura, and since I'm doing a lot of my crafting here and stuff requires a lot of Vs, that's not very good. It does drain neighboring aura nodes when it gets low. So it was draining from this one over here, which actually started from right here is where it was. I put a block right next to it. So yeah, this node used to be here, and I used, okay, you can actually move aura nodes with it's called a mystical construct, and that's, this thing right here, if you place one of these, what do you call them? Hold on a sec, let's, okay, if you place a crystal core right here, which I have ready to be made over here, like, you can make one of these mystical constructs, and these are obsidian totems placed in a configuration like this. You got to make sure you don't have any like grass or anything inside the space here. It has to be actual spaces. And I'm going to remove this block after I place the crystal core here. And yeah, you just click this thing with the wand, and it makes a mystical construct. And if it's within 24 blocks of a aura node, it draws it to this point right here, and that's how I brought this one over. And when it does that, it actually drains all of the Vs from it, and it makes the flux level dangerously high, pretty much. Or I don't know if dangerously high is an actual measurement, or high if the high is the highest, but it's at high right now, and the Vs is not replenishing. Like, I think it has to. I don't know if it has a time period where it doesn't recharge or something. I'm sure maybe someone will tell me in the comments or something, but either that or I'll go to the wiki later. I don't know. I don't always really rely on the wiki. I like being surprised by some of this stuff, you know. I like messing with it myself to kind of figure some stuff out. I mean, that's not always the best route to take because you can kind of waste a lot of time doing that, but for things I have a generally decent knowledge on, I'll derp around a little bit. No big deal. I encased it in glass so I could capture the stuff that's coming out of here, the wisps, because I'm gonna have a lot of these guys coming out for sure. Probably gonna make a door right here, and so I can go in there and kill them every once in a while. Or one thing I thought about doing was actually putting a Tesla coil out here and automatically killing these guys with that. That would actually be a good system. But for now, I want to try and get this node and this node at the same point, and maybe combine them. I think that's possible. We're gonna find out here in a second, because I have everything ready for the crystal core. Let's see, I just need to put this stuff in, which is these three things right here. So let's throw. Oh yeah, and I rearranged my my jars and stuff, and I have a chest here with all the glass files. And if you put a marker under these, if you have this golem here set to that marker, he will go and retrieve glass files from there. So pretty much this is fully automated. And this guy's for the water, of course. I don't know why my sword is stuck on that. That's weird. Anyhow, okay, let's throw this stuff in here. And I gotta turn this off. One of the downsides of that thing. Okay, I think everything went in there. I didn't hear the first one splash. Oh yeah, I threw it over. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we don't even have any Vs in the aura, so this thing isn't going to refill. I think I'm going to actually take this out and refill it somewhere else, actually. So when there is Vs, it'll refill the aura instead of my wands. So let's grab this thing. Okay, and let's go somewhere real quick. Let me see where my portal takes me. Can't remember exactly. Oh, over here. Okay. Ah, this is fine. Oh, this is empty too. I guess it drained this one. Yeah, if you don't have enough Vs in your aura in the node that you're nearest, it'll go to the next one and drain that. And you can see the trails. Well, as long as you have particles enabled, like if you have them on minimal, I don't think it'll show it. But you can see like an energy trail going from one node to the other. It makes it kind of easier to find other nodes too. And I'm still at 6. I'm making steel right now. Whoa. Why did this blow up? Oh, I had one of these guys blow up on me. Maybe because the steam wasn't all being used. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Oh man. Okay, I just need one more to get that one back. Alright, I'll deal with that later. Let's take a look at the other ones, just make sure they're okay now that we know that there's a problem. I guess I wasn't using enough of the energy, so it blew up. Hey, I'm gonna have to think of a system to maybe take the excess energy when I'm not using it. Well, I just need to make more converters, I think. I need to make sure I have enough of those so that all the energy is getting used. Damn, that's a lot of steel I just lost there. Oh well. Okay, and in the last episode, I'm not sure if it was part 1 or 2, but I talked about the Zycraft tank, and I was just going off of what I saw from, I think it was a mod spotlight, but I didn't remember it correctly, that's for sure. Okay, the valves, they split up the information of what's in the tank evenly. So these three, like say if I destroyed this one, I guess a third of the lava would be destroyed. And these can be 12 by 12 by 12 at their maximum size, and that'll hold 16,000 buckets. So that's actually a bit more than the maximum iron tank, I think. Well, I think it was 15 for the iron tank. Let's go take a look real quick. That is if I have these at their complete maximum size. I think it's right. Oh, that's 10,000. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything more because I haven't really confirmed the information I've been told. It's probably right, I'm sure, but I got a comment saying the correct information And you don't need the glass blocks, I don't think. You just need the valves. And these blocks, they can't be just any old block. I think they can't be ores or what do you say? It's got to be solid block or no like dirt or gravel ores, that type of stuff. Okay, another thing I worked on in between episodes was I fixed my auto charging system a little bit. I made another chest for it. I know this isn't the best way still, but my system before was really messed up. It was drawing out of this chest, and it would start taking everything out until it got to the thing it was charging. So if it checked to see if this was in here, and if it was, it would just start draining everything out of the chest instead. So I had to have it right here, and anytime I forgot that, I would have stuff starting to get drawn out of the chest really quick, and I have to go back home and save all that stuff. So kind of that's not very convenient. So I made it so I have a bag that is just for the thing that you're charging, and you just put that in there, takes it out, takes everything out, puts it in here. As soon as it's charged, it knows from this gate right here. I can charge these 3 things in here right now. I could put a gold gate to charge more things, but really the only thing I'm charging usually is the advanced electric jetpack. This thing charges really fast, so sometimes I just put that in there. That way you don't have to like break a brick to charge it. You can just go quick charge it, and I don't know. It's probably quicker just to break a brick, but I don't know. I have those in there just in case I ever do that. And then in the gate here, it makes sure nothing goes back up. And this gate is for like everything that's going downward, which is the black, is into the adjustable energy storage unit. It allows just these items in there, and then when it comes back out, it's the blue, which is empty, so it just allows anything up there, and then this one is blocked by the crescent hammer. So it'll come back out into this chest, which is just kind of like my alternate storage chest, sort of. I use this thing a lot, actually. I keep tools and stuff in here that I use frequently. So yeah, it'll come out into this one. I just got to make sure there's a space in here before I do any remote charging. So that system's pretty much worked out now. I don't think I'm gonna change this again. Okay, so let's go put this crystal core down, and let's try and see. Well, I'll see if both of these are gonna move, because there's an aura node in the middle of this tree, which if you plant your own trees, they end up right here. So we're gonna try it. I think this is within 24 blocks. We'll see. I'll at least get one of them drawn closer. And I want to draw this one over too, and see if these will combine together to make one aura node. Not sure about this. Again, I didn't look up the wiki beforehand, so if I get this wrong, that's just the way it is. Okay, so this takes 300 V's to cast, so you need the best wand for this spell right here. Okay, so you'll see it opens up and it creates like a white trail to whatever aura node it's drawing in. There we go. Okay, so it's moving this one over to it. I guess it's not close enough to this one right now. It's either that or you can't do 2 at once. Oh, I didn't notice that before. It's making these characters. Huh. I think because this aura node is, or at least it was, like in the middle of the tree, that nothing can spawn there. Because I think if you're blocking it, there's no wisps that'll come out of it, so this thing will actually be able to, make wisps and stuff now. So I'll probably put a glass cage around this one too. Now let's see where it is. Okay, it's moved about 4 spots. So yeah, it's not too slow. It's, let's see where are we at. Okay, it's starting to move over this way now. Yeah, you can't see these things when they're fully depleted. They just you can just see the lightning bolts coming out of the side of them, or magic stuff coming out. Well, let me see how many blocks this is away. It says, see, 370, and then this one is at 389, so this should be close enough, really. So that's only 19 blocks, but maybe the blocks that are in this direction count too, so it might be just out of range, because let's see, this is 258 to, what was that, 252? So 6? 19 plus 6, 25? So it might be considered 25 blocks away that it is right now, so I'd have to move it just a little bit closer. The thing about this is when you break it, you have to rebuild it again, and these things are a bit of a pain to build. It takes a lot of essentia to make these. Well, not a lot, but you got to make 4. I'll show you in the Thaumonomicon here. Got to make 4 of these guys, the mixed crystal clusters. Each of these take 8, and I usually make 2 of these at a time. I don't think you can make all 4 at once, and you got to do the mixed ones. So yeah, I remember it is RGB, and then that's purple, yellow, and they have to be in that configuration. You can't just mix them around. So you're gonna make 4 of those, and Nether Star. You get all that stuff back when you break it, at least, but yeah, you gotta rebuild it each time. I've rebuilt this 3 times already. Oh yeah, and with Applied Energistics, I don't think I showed this, the MEIO port. This is for if you have if you want to empty out one of your cards and say upgrade to another one, you could take one of your cards out, one that's like full, bring it out, and you can copy it. Like, say you put the new empty card right here, and you can take it over to this IO port and copy everything into your ME system. Different functions you can do. It just says move output when empty, so when it's done, like when it's fully drained the card, it just puts it in here. And I did that for some smaller cards earlier. Yeah, these 2 are just way too small. They kept filling up, and yeah, I've gone beyond their storage limits for sure. Yeah, but I still have one card that has nothing on it, so I think I'm doing alright on storage space now. If it comes down to it, I'll make one of the 64K storage cards, and I'm sure eventually it will come to that. But I'm draining out automatically the most abundant things, which is whoa, that's actually not working at the moment. 30,000 cobblestone. Why isn't this working? Okay, I guess it can't keep up if it's on single, because I wanted to slow it down a little bit, but I guess it can't keep up if it's on move single item at a time. Have to do stacks at a time, because setting it to this, it actually drained a lot more than the limit I was putting. So I'd put it at 4,000, but because it would drain it so fast, like a stack at a time, it was going down to like 3,800 something. So I could just bump this number up instead, I guess. Let's see, what's it go? Yeah, see, it's already down to 25K. Yeah, see how fast it's going down now? Looks like I'm gonna have to add marble to that too. 32,000 marble. And for the short amount of time that I had my tree farm going here, I gathered up 21,000. Dirt, yeah, okay, dirt's not keeping up either. I'm gonna have to change that back to stacks. And yeah, I'll just do all them on stacks now. Okay, so let me show you what happens when you break these things. First, I gotta get rid of some of this stuff though. My space and inventory. Okay. So it just breaks down to its component parts, gives you back the nether star and all of the all these shards, and some of them turn into dull shards. So that's one way to get dull shards. Not a very efficient way of getting them, I guess. Alright guys, this is a bit of a leap ahead in the future, and I've done a lot of things that kind of didn't really make good video in between. It's been a few days actually, and I was messing around with the aura nodes, and I realized something happened in between when I upgraded the ultimate pack from 1.0.1 to 1.02, and so I lost my aura nodes, and it's like the ones that I did have left around my house were so they were smaller, and they weren't connecting to any of the other aura nodes. And I was realizing with the desert temple over here, this thing was connected to like maybe 5 other aura nodes that were next to it, and those other aura nodes are connected to other aura nodes. So they're supposed to be close to each other, and the only 2 that I had right here, they were only close enough to each other, and that's it. So I was basically having no Vs in my area, so I was pretty much screwed with Thaumcraft. So what I did, I looked up on the Thaumcraft homepage that you can go into the config file and reset your aura nodes, like to regenerate basically. And I did that, and it helped me out in this area. I got all my aura nodes back. They're exactly where they were before. Like okay, I've got the goggles on. Yeah, there was an aura node that was here before, and this is the one that got deleted somehow. I lost my tree one because I grew a tree here and I had an aura node, but that's gone. So, but that's no big deal because it was only like it was a small aura node anyway. It was like 50 Vs or something like that. And then I got this one back to where it originally started out from. You can see the block is right next to it still. And this is how I know I lost them originally. Is I put this glass around this dark aura node, because this thing is kind of spawning a lot of wisps. So once this was back in here, I was like, okay, yeah, they're back. Okay, one other thing I really worked on here was changing the bricks from my house. I kind of changed the look up a little bit, or a lot maybe. I used the basalt bricks on this, and the what is it, the paver bricks for basalt bricks for the floor. I don't know if I'm really happy with this, the way it looks right now, but I can always go and switch it around later. I'll mess around with that more when I have some extra time, because I did most of this on my day off, which is the time where I do kind of the big changes to my world. Otherwise, I do whatever I can do within like a couple hours or something, so I don't take on a lot of big projects until my day off usually. So yeah, I changed the stuff in my house around to the marble bricks, and I think I like the look a little bit better. I left this the way it was because I have a lot of panels covering up the blue alloy cables. Other thing I changed was the look of my suit. Let me show you what it looks like now. The default, it's all white. Let me switch this out. Yeah, there we go. The default look is all just white armor. I made it dark red because it kind of fits my skin a little bit better, and I think it looks badass too. And you make this with the there's the holographic hologram emitter. Yeah, I just had to make 4 of those. And you can change the color with these bars right here. You just kind of have to, if you want the same color throughout, you're gonna have to kind of remember what the values are for this. It tells you the percentages down here. Okay, I showed you the positive side of resetting the aura nodes. There was a downside to it for sure. That that desert temple I had with that huge aura node, that's gone. And a lot of the aura nodes around that area are gone too. So I think whatever bug happened that happened around my house before, now it's applied to where the desert temple was, which I'm okay with that because I mean it would be better if all of them were fixed all at once, but since I'm here a lot more often, and I'm doing all my Thaumcraft stuff over here, I was thinking about building something around the desert temple, but that's for sure not going to happen now because of this bug that happened over here. So let's just go take a look. Yeah, see the well, let's put on the goggles of revealing, and there's nothing to reveal anymore. That aura node used to be right here. I probably could get it back, but then I'd risk, maybe screwing up my nodes at home, so I'll just leave it the way it is, I guess. And there was like an aura node, I think it was like right here too, right over the water. That's gone. So for some reason that bug kind of wipes out all the aura nodes in the area. I'm not sure why exactly. Okay, the thing I was actually working towards with Thaumcraft was arcane levitators, and I see I got them made here. I just have them stacked one on top of the other. Oh, these are getting redstone signal. That's what's going on. Okay, because I have this wire right next to it, so I'm gonna have to move this wire, I think. Yeah, maybe I could just use a wireless signal or something, because I can't really move these. Maybe I could. Maybe I could just put them one higher. Yeah, let's do that actually. That's a lot easier solution than moving the cables around. And if you're watching any other YouTubers LP, I'm sure you guys have seen how these things work already. They levitate you 10 blocks for every one that you stack. So this will bring me up to about the 3rd level of my house, or the top level, but not quite. So I needed another stack to bring me all the way to the roof if that's where I want to get to. Takes quite a bit of resources to actually make these. A lot of essentia, and I've kind of got my system down pretty good right now. So yeah, now you see it brings me all the way up to the top, and actually, yeah, that's even better if it brings me up just a little bit higher, because before it was kind of like right at the edge. It's hovering between like either, you kind of couldn't step up there very easily before. And I left a I left these on the side open just so I could fall down a lot easier. And I might put some levitators at the top on this side so I can fall down slower. Like if you're underneath these things, it makes it so you fall slowly. See, you can kind of see it right there. It has the effect of the like hover of the jetpack. Yeah, well, I'll work on that a little bit later. It took quite a while just to get all the essentia for these things. But I was doing that when my aura was actually pretty low, so that it kind of, I can do it a lot quicker now, I think, because some things I did here. I added these crystal clusters. These create Vs, but they also generate a little bit of flux over time. The trees, these are supposed to filter out flux. I'm not sure how quickly they do that, but the aura nodes that generate automatically, these things will, they don't get rid of flux on their own. They have to generate wisps like this guy right here. That's how they get rid of flux. So it is beneficial to make the nodes that come with the trees, and they're called the pure nodes, because they get rid of flux automatically. They get rid of their own flux. So I want to make a big node of my own over here. Like, I want to grow a tree at a time, and then you cut down the tree and the node is still left over. And so when that node is there, I'll just grow another tree like right next to the node, and they automatically combine once they're in a certain distance of each other. I didn't try that yet because you got to keep moving the nodes like over and over. So it's actually easier just to like grow the trees kind of in the same area to combine them. And the way the aura nodes combined is the bigger node is the one that survives, and the other one just kind of adds to the Vs level of that other node. And it's not a direct like addition. It just raises the level up. Maybe let's say 70% of what the aura node was. I haven't even done it yet, so I'm just kind of guessing on what it is. So I want to do that. I want to get a pure node over here, so I can make a bunch of Thaumcraft stuff without generating a ton of flux. But these things take a long time to grow, and yeah, getting these saplings is a pain in the butt. You cut down a tree and you have basically not even a 50% chance of getting a sapling out of that entire tree. So yeah, I've been cutting down quite a few trees, and this is the only one I have gotten, so not good. But I'll continue working on that though. I really should just plant them right around here, but in the meantime, the smaller node is not really that good. I don't know. I'm still undecided exactly where to do all this stuff. Maybe I'll plant them like right out here or something. That way I'll still have the bigger aura node, but I won't have to move it very far. Yeah, let's go move this sapling over here actually. So yeah, we'll have our silverwood farm right outside here. That way we can move the node when it is when we can get it bigger, which would probably take about 5 trees to get 5 or 6 trees to get to the size of this node, because this is 500. So yeah, plan on growing at least 6 trees, maybe one at a time out here. And that should be enough light for it. Let me clear these guys out though. And I made a hoe of growth, but it doesn't work on these. I thought it would, but oh, okay, it worked that time. I don't understand why. I've tried that many times in the past. It never worked. But maybe there has to be enough V's in the air. Yeah, that's probably. I'm not really sure about that though. That's very strange because yeah, I had this over here. I had this sapling in a few different locations, and I tried the hoe of growth on it, and it wasn't working. But I could see why it wouldn't grow over here if you need V's because oh yeah, you can see the V's level over here is down a bit. I don't know. It could be because of it's repairing the hoe. I put I put 30 levels on it and I got repair 2, which is exactly what I wanted. So yeah, I have lots of bad luck, and it seems to kind of the good luck seems to kind of balance out every once in a while. I get really lucky sometimes. So let's see, how far does this go? Okay, it goes to here. So I have these crystals are generating V's for that node over here, which is fine with me because the flux for this will automatically get will go away. So that's a really good thing. Okay, so let's put the goggles of revealing back on and plant down the sapling. I'm gonna put it right under the node, so it should just make the node bigger. I don't know if it would replace it though. Okay, world's backed up. Let's use the hoe of growth and see what the results are gonna be. And okay, it's an 86. It says 86 for the node. I don't know if that actually made a new node or not, because I've grown trees before and had a 90. The size of the node was 90 V's, so that's not very good for 2 nodes. So I'm gonna reload that that save file. Okay, so I replanted the sapling 2 blocks away from it, and we'll see if these ore nodes can combine from that distance. They should be able to. That's like barely any distance at all. Yeah, it's gone. See? Oh. Okay, so it's 112 now. That's pretty good. It's better than before, but you saw it just kind of disappeared real quick. I mean, I guess that's how they combine. They just kind of vanish. Was expecting something a little more animated, I guess, like maybe the node would slowly kind of move over that way, like when you use the what do you call it, the mystical construct. So yeah, that's good. I'll just continue working on this. I'll go hunt down more trees and chop them down and try and get more saplings and just kind of keep trying to increase the size of this node. And I've actually been thinking lately of maybe joining a multiplayer server. That's kind of, I gotta be really careful with the decision of what server I join. It's gotta be something that I know is gonna last, that I know, they're not gonna do a lot of frequent world resets. Also that, you gotta make sure it's a server where everybody's kind of has the same goals. All maybe YouTubers, or if not YouTubers, people that kind of have some kind of accountability. Because if you're not making videos, it makes it easier to kind of sneak around and grief people and stuff like that. So that's something I definitely one of the reasons I haven't joined a multiplayer server or done a series on one. But I think that's kind of what I'm gonna switch to, because I'm not really getting a lot of views on my LP. Um, I mean, it's better than nothing for sure. I mean, when I started out, I was getting like single digit views on my videos, so definitely doing a lot better than that now. But being that I can get easily 1,000 views out of a tutorial, um, to get 1,000 views with my LP, it takes maybe 10 episodes. So, or not 10 episodes, maybe 7. Um, some of them do better than the others, and I think that's mainly a search results thing, like the keywords and stuff. Maybe it's something that more people are searching for, and my video somehow comes up higher in the search results. Um, but I definitely haven't been getting a ton of likes on my videos lately, so that kind of tells me I'm not really. Maybe I shouldn't spend so much time working on these. So if you guys want to keep seeing this, maybe leave a like on this episode, and that'll kind of tell me that maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I should kind of continue working on this single player LP. Otherwise, I think I'm probably gonna not do too many more episodes with the single player. The main goal of this thing was for me to kind of uh, learn the mods better, actually. I mean, because I had already been playing with the mods even before the FTB mod pack had been released, but I'd been messing with the basics, and a lot of them have changed a lot since then too, like build craft, industrial craft, that kind of stuff. But whoa, okay, get in some trouble here. Think I'll go put my helmet on, actually. Okay. Yeah, now we can handle a little more of this damage. All right. So yeah, for my channel to kind of succeed, I need to be moving upwards, and I'm gradually getting subscribers, losing some. I've had to block some for people trolling me in the comments, and I'm getting some dislikes as a result of that, because I'm sure those people have alternate accounts and they're subscribed to me for the sole purpose of leaving me dislikes as soon as my videos release. Because that's how it's been lately, is as soon as a episode goes public, I check it, and just a couple minutes after it releases, I get a couple dislikes. So that tells me I have people subscribe to me for the sole purpose of hitting the thumbs down button, which is kind of pointless on their part, because any activity is considered good activity on a search results basis, and also subscriber count is good. So they're giving me like another free subscriber and a free activity on my video. So so they're not really, if they want me to fail, if that's why they're leaving me the dislike or whatever, it's not going to work. I mean, if I would suggest for anybody, I mean, not even people who leave dislikes on videos, but I mean, just watch what you like. I mean, there's plenty to choose from on YouTube. You're not going to really hurt anybody by giving a dislike, unless that person gets like, many dislikes on their video. It's not going to hurt them. Like say if my video had like 50 dislikes and just a few likes, that might be hurtful to me. But um, even then, it's still not gonna hurt the search results. It's just people are gonna see that and think, oh, this is a bad video, and maybe not watch it or something. But they're still gonna watch maybe the first moments of it, and then they'll go down and look at the likes, and then they'll weigh in. So I I don't think that's gonna happen unless somebody creates like 50 fake accounts and gives me dislikes. But but even then, the 50 dislikes will bring me up in the search results. So feel free. I don't know. Uh, if you want, if you want me to succeed, that's the way you do it. But yeah, just I don't know. Anybody is welcome to just unsubscribe. If you don't like my videos, you can unsubscribe. If you like them, please leave a like because but I mean if you like my content but you don't really like what I'm doing right now, then I can see why you're not leaving likes, and I've kind of gotten the hint. So um, so yeah, I'm not going to really focus on this LP quite as much, this single player LP. I'm gonna start looking into getting into multiplayer and focus on doing more tutorials because I get a lot more likes on tutorials, and people seem to appreciate the help. I don't know, because that's kind of how this series started. I was kind of more doing it as a tutorial for beginners, um, but I realized I started getting a lot more experienced people watching me, and basically telling me what I'm doing wrong, and trying to one up me a lot. It's a lot of it's helpful though, so I take those in stride. I mean, even though sometimes it annoys me when people actually tell me I'm doing stuff wrong and they're actually wrong, but they just assume I'm wrong because I don't know. But otherwise, I'll still have episodes of this LP. It just might be every like couple weeks or maybe once. I mean, right now it's once a week, and it's still a lot of time that goes into this because the editing, and I end up recording like 4 hours worth a lot of times, and I have to go through and rewatch those 4 hours and edit them. So that's maybe 6 hours of work right there. That goes into just the behind the scenes work on these episodes, not the recording itself. And I have to prepare beforehand, like plan out like the resources that I'm gathering and um, what I'm gonna do and all that stuff. That's kind of the fun part though. So I don't mind doing that, and I also don't really. Editing is kind of more just work, but I don't know. Overall, it's been a good experience, but yeah, if I'm not getting a ton of support, ton of likes, and my views are kind of not really increasing, or um, in some cases they've been decreasing on my videos, but that can be because I heard it was just you know finals week or whatever coming up soon, so I understand why views have gone down a bit. So yeah, this episode got a lot done with Thaumcraft. I think I'm gonna continue on a little bit, maybe make some more of the Thaumcraft items. Like I plan on making more of these guys, crystal capacitors. If I didn't explain, it was these hold 100 Vs a piece, and they start storing the Vs when there's extra Vs in the aura, and they release their Vs when the node that they're in starts going down. So it basically it's like extra capacity. So the aura has the capacity of 503 here, just the aura node itself. But with these, it has 400 more, so that would be 903 that I actually have here. Um, but yeah, by next episode, I plan on having like a combined node, um, and it'll probably be a pure node if I can get that many saplings over here. Which yeah, I grabbed one too while I was talking. Wow, that was actually pretty lucky. Cut down one tree and got two. Let's go back and see if there's any more on the ground. Actually, I don't think I waited. Nah, that's it. Okay. So let's try planting another tree here. This may be too close to this one. No, it's not. Oh, the nodes didn't combine right away. Uh-oh. Hmm. Okay, now it's 129, so it took a second for them to combine. $154. So that only added 20. That's not very good. Well, anyway, I'll just I'll keep doing this, and eventually we'll have a big node, combine it with this other. All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like if you learned anything or just enjoyed watching. I don't know. It helps me out, and I definitely would like to know if I should continue with this LP or start a new one maybe. Um, so yeah, the support for up to now has been much appreciated, and I appreciate all the likes from those who have those five to 10 people. um, all right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.